Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Withdraw soldiers from enforcing lockdown. Falani tells Buhari. A human rights activist, Femi Falani San, has asked the federal government to withdraw armed troops from enforcing lockdown order placed on the Federal Capital Territory, Ogun, Lagos, and even Delta State. He said deploying armed troops is illegal and unconstitutional based on the premise of judgment of the court of the land. He said in the March 29, 2020 national broadcast of President Muhammadu Buhari and the COVID-19 quarantine regulations issued afterwards to curtail the spread of coronavirus pandemic, the members of the armed forces were not authorized to enforce the regulations. But out of sheer impurity, the Defense Headquarters announced the plan of the armed forces to implement the presidential order on the restriction of movement of the Nigerian people. In a reaction to the legal plan of Defense Headquarters to invoke armed troops in the enforcement of regulations, I issued a public statement wherein I said that while the National Armed Forces should be commended for making their medical facilities available to members of the public in the fight against the highly deadly coronavirus COVID-19, the plan to dispute armed forces and to put them all over our streets to enforce COVID-19 guidelines should be shelved because this is illegal and the government have no right to put soldiers on our streets as we are not in a war. For the impeded time, I will compel the government to draw the attention of the military authority to the case of Yusuf Obasanjo 2005, 18 NWLR, where Salami JCA, as he then was, held that it was up to the police to protect the anonymity of democracy and not the military. Otherwise, the democracy might be written or unwritten mandatorily. This is not what the civilian bargained for in wresting power from the military in 1999. Consider steps should be taken to make sure the civilians are safe, thereby ensuring their safety and sustenance of democracy. Falani said his position was also backed by the judgment in the court of the All Progressive Congress versus People Democratic Party PDP 2015 LPRLR 24399, where Abuku JCA held that the president locked down the power to call on the armed forces to restore law and order in any part of the federation without the approval of the Federal Assembly as provided in Constitution 217, Section 2 and 218, Subsection 4 of the Constitution as amended. He reminded the federal government of its legal obligation to confirm the military to their demanding assignments, especially in those areas where they are needed, like insurgents and enforcing back our territories from the bandits. However, in an utter violence of the aftermath injunction of the Court of Appeal, the platoon of armed troops deployed to the military authorities have unleashed massive injustice on the people, and this should be looked into. Falani regarded that the involvement of armed troops into the enforcement has led to torture and brutality of innocent citizens who have been deprived of what they were used to as a result of the coronavirus and COVID-19. There are instances where the military has taken laws into their hands and innocent citizens have suffered dearly for this. He accused the military authority of not condoning a thorough investigation, but rather dismissing video clips that the citizens have posted on their social media as regards to the treatment by the military. Whereby, based on a similar video clip where recently exported a group of policemen had engaged in the brutality of some traders in Lagos under the pretext of enforcing COVID-19 regulatory law and inspection of General of Police. Mr. Mohammed Amodu ensures that the culprits were promptly identified and arrested for proper prosecution. The civil conduct of the police chief has demonstrated the readiness of the current police leadership to put a stop to the involvement of police in personal and the crucial infringement of the fundamental human rights of Nigerians. In the light of the foregoing, we respectfully call on President Muhammadu Buhari, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, to restrain members of the armed forces for further enforcing the COVID-19 regulations. Furthermore, we urge the President to order an investigation into video clips of brutalities of members of the public by these same overzealous soldiers, whose directives have gone beyond borders and have even done beyond they were sent. Well, this is a human rights lawyer who is speaking for the people. We know of a very sad case that happened in Delta State yesterday, where because the soldiers were trying to enforce COVID-19 stay-home regulations, killed a young boy. And the young men in the streets went ahead and were very angry, involved in an altercation. And guess what? Soldiers came again, shooting two more boys. We want to use this appeal to call on the governor of Delta State, Governor Okowa, to please take soldiers off our streets. As Falani is calling on Buhari to take away soldiers from Lagos, Ogun, Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. This is a viral video yesterday that happened in Delta State, where soldiers have killed a number of people's children, young men. This is not right, all because of COVID-19. So COVID-19 we've not even had incidents and reports from Delta State. Here people are dying already. What is the world turning into? Is it a blood-sucking demon that has come to kill the people of Nigeria? And we even had a viral video of soldiers saying that since the young men began to fight soldiers for killing one of them, they are going to start raping women and infecting them with HIV and all that. Check on your social media, you will see it for yourself. This is not fake news or hearsay or no. It's there. Go on social media, you see it for yourself. Governor Okowa, your state is the worst regarding this regulation as regards to what we are hearing. This is the matter reaching us. How can people begin to lose their life because you are enforcing a law? And now all you are saying is that you are putting inquiry process in place. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. Femi Falani, thank you for speaking for the masses and for hearing your voice into what is going on in Nigeria. I don't understand whether we are in a war where the soldiers should emphasize their strength, go and fight Boko Haram. They will not. We don't know what they are doing. They are coming here to kill unarmed Nigerian citizens. Federal government of Nigeria, you guys, I don't know what you are doing. You are killing your own citizen. It's Boko Haram. It's not Boko Haram now. It's you using your own hands to kill your citizens. This has to stop. Oh, this has to stop. This has to stop. Nigerians, please take care of yourself. Don't allow yourself to become a scapegoat for their unruly behavior. Please, let's look after one another. Parents, please ask your children not to go to where there are crowds and the police are shooting and all that. Please stay at home. I know it's not comfortable, it's not convenient, but trust me, it will save a life. Because these soldiers, remember that they are Boko Haram men. Buhari put them into the military. It's all tactics. We know that there's COVID-19, but it's all part of the game. Politics, there is a game in politics. Please don't allow them to use you. Please, my people, don't allow anyone use you. Look after yourself. Know that your life is precious. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe as we keep you up to date with all that is going on in Nigeria and around the world. God bless you. Leave your thoughts on what you think on this matter. Bye.